So let's imagine we are working in a company, some 500 employees. Okay, we are working for some company which is having 500 employees. And let's say the company is having multiple systems, some chat systems, stake email system, and some login system. Okay, HR systems, email systems, login systems. So multiple systems will be there for each company, depends on that. So each system has information about the same person. So one employee will be having multiple accounts in different systems. Different systems, multiple accounts will be there for one employee. Okay. So now each system has information about the same person but in different formats. Let us say in HR system it might save like name, some Krishna, select the name, uh, employee ID, take employee ID as some E10. This is for HR system. Next, for email. For email, what will be having user, right? Username. Username, let's say will take all in small letters like this. But the employee ID will be same for that person. Employee ID cannot change, right? So the employee ID will be same. E10. This is for email system. Next for login system. Let's say login system will have login ID. In ID. This login ID might be like r.k. Let's suppose r.k will be the login ID. Again, the employee ID here also will be same. So now the question is, how do we know all these belong to the same person? The SailPoint must understand that all these records belong to the same person. So how does it? What it will do is, here comes the correlation topic. The correlation topic comes into play in this case. So it's like matching data from different systems to the same person. What it will do? Match. What it will do? Match data from different systems to the same person. That is what it's doing. So from different systems, it is matching the same person. So if two records, if there be actually three records, if any two records share a common value like the employee ID in our case, then we can say these two records belong to the same person. Okay, so here we are having three records, and in these three records, all these employee IDs are same. So that's why what we can say, all these three accounts belong to the same person. Understood? Understood so far? Hello. Okay. So that is what correlation means. So now what we were talking about, we are talking about the account correlation, right? Yeah. So account correlation means simply matching all these accounts to the correct identity. Uh, Pawan, actually, in between, like your voice is breaking. Uh, okay, I was telling like, see, these three accounts belong to the same person. How we can say that? By looking at this employee ID. See, so based on the unique ID, we can correlate every accounts, right? Yes, yes, correct. Actually, here a person is having three accounts, right? So in these three accounts, yeah, in these three accounts, the data is different except the employee ID. Okay, in these three accounts, the employee ID is same. So we will consider all these three accounts belong to the same person by looking at the employee ID. That is what SailPoint does. So SailPoint also check the person's employee ID in different accounts. If it matches, then it will link all those accounts to the one identity. Understood?
Got it. Yes, Pawan.
Understood? So that we will do in the rapid setup. So we'll go to applications, rapid setup, select the application and click on account correlation. We will write the logic.
Yeah.
See HR employees, go to account correlation, write this logic. Employee ID will be our column name in the CSV file and equals the employee ID is the identity attribute. Now clicking on save will apply the logic. Understood? Still
Yes.
everyone still confusion or else?
None.
Okay. So this is what account correlation means. Now I'll be explaining you the manager correlation. So see, now let's consider an employee whose name is Krishna and he will be reporting to a manager. Manager's name is some Reddy. He is reporting to the manager. So whatever access he requests will be going to the manager. So whatever work he is doing, the manager will be checking, like every monthly reviews or everything. This manager will be checking. So this manager will report to some higher officials. So let's take CEO or someone. Okay. So this one person reporting another person so is called hierarchy. Okay. So this is called hierarchy. So manager hierarchy comes wherein the manager will be having an ID. So let's take our CSV file. Second, let's take our CSV file now. So open this. See here, we are having the manager ID column. See, these are all the managers, and to these managers, different employees will report to. One thing, if you notice, we are not having manager names anywhere. So why do you think so? Why are we not having manager names?
Pawan, your voice is not clear.
Okay, I have to check with my connection then. Okay, guys. So now we are entering into manager correlation topic. Manager correlation. Account correlation. I hope everyone understood.
Yeah, Pawan.
Yeah. So see, in an organization, every employee reports to a manager, right? So in an organization, every employee reports to the manager. So let's take some one employee named Krishna. So he reports to some manager called Ram. So he is a manager and he is an employee. So this manager reports to some other person. So let's take some CEO. So this is called the hierarchy. That means one person is reporting to another person, and that person will reports to some other person in an organization. Okay, so here you need to remember one thing: manager correlation connects people to their managers. This manager correlation means it will connect different people. So not only Krishna, it will connect different people to one manager. That's why under one manager we will see lot many people. Okay, so why manager is used in an organization for access approvals, like when an employee requests an access to the manager checks us and approves or rejects it. Or if he wants to escalate something, so he can do that to the manager. And for reviewing purpose, his work will be reviewed every month or every week. So that kind of jobs the manager will do. So manager correlation means who does this person report to? So one employee, who does that person report to? So if we check our CSV file, see in this, if you see, we are having some IDs for the manager. We are not having any name. We are having some ID. So why do you think we don't have manager names here? So why we are having only IDs? Does anyone know?
That is the manager identity.
So you are saying that this is an identity? This is actually an ID, not an identity. This is ID. It's like a code.
Okay.
It's like an employee ID. Like that, we are using manager ID here. See, that's because if the manager wants to, if a manager gets married, or if there is any spelling mistake in his name, or else if something happens and if he wants to change the name, then we cannot make those changes in the entire Excel sheet or in entire data. If we use manager ID, it is fixed. There will be no changes, right? So now SailPoint wants to correlate all the identities again. Okay. So SailPoint, what it does, it will correlate all the employees to the same manager using that manager ID. Okay. So here, let's take an example. Here, uh, see, we are having an employee ID. Let's say E105. E105 is the employee ID. Now, let's take the full name. Some Ram Krishna. Ram Krishna is the full name. So, who does he refer to? He is referring to the manager ID. He is referring to some manager ID like E505. So, this person will be referring to this manager ID. So, in SailPoint, what we will be doing is we will be making this manager ID as a clickable link. Clickable link. That means when we click on this, it will open the manager's identity cube. Okay, because the manager is also an employee in the organization, so that's why we will make this manager ID as a clickable link. So when we click on this, the manager's identity cube will be opened. Okay, so I'll be showing you how to do that now. Okay, now first let's go to the global settings and go to identity mappings. Now click on the manager. click on the manager, and here same process again. Add source, select the application, click on manager ID. Okay, manager ID and add. So this will be for employees application. Next again add source, click on HR contractors, select manager ID here as well. Contractors also report to managers. So click on add. Now scroll down and click save. So the mapping is done. Okay. So the mapping is done. Now next we will go to rapid setup. We'll go to rapid setup and select an application HR employees. Click on next. Go to this manager correlation. Click on this add filter. So here what we are doing is we are selecting the manager ID equals the employee ID. So what we are telling SailPoint here, if you find any manager ID, then redirect it to the employee ID of that manager. Okay. Now click on save and go to the tasks and refresh the identities. Let's see what will happen. Task refresh identity queue, execute in background. Click on OK. Our identity warehouse and check if the manager is assigned to all the employees and contractors. See, as you can see, this column has been filled successfully without any issues. If you click on this Jersey, you'll be able to see all these details. You can see the manager as a clickable link. If you click on this link, it will take you to the manager's identity queue. So in this way, we will do the manager correlation part. Let's work on the user interface. We will go to identity warehouse and if we click on any identity, see we are seeing only few identity attributes like username, first name, last name and all. But in the identity mappings, we have added new attributes like cost center, department, right? So inactive, this job title, location, manager, all these things we have added. But we are unable to see them in the identity queue. So now let's solve this problem. See here also we'll be having all the identity, all the new fields will be added. So for that we need to go to the debug page. See debug page will be like this, like localhost 8080 identity IQ /debug. If you type this, a debug page will be open. So here if we want to delete an application, we will select an we will select this one, select an object drop down and click on application, and all the created applications will be shown here. By checking this box and going here to select an option, we can delete this. Okay, so this is one method. And if we want to delete a task, go to task, click on task definition, and all the default tasks will be there along with the newly created tasks. See, I created this aggregate employees and aggregate contractor task. We can check these boxes if we want to delete it and go to this select an option drop down, click on delete, they will be deleted. But we have to be very careful while deleting. Double checking should be there because any default tasks if we delete, we cannot bring them back. Again, we will have to reinstall the SailPoint. Then only all the settings and tasks will be uh, coming. Okay, be very careful by deleting. Next, and rules also can be deleted by typing rule. Click on rule, and all the rules will be there. So here, contractor type which I created, default employee password, employee type. These three rules have been created by. So now let's moving on to our topic. Here, if you see this drop down configuration objects, click on this and select UI configuration. UI configuration we need to select. So this is a large XML file, so no need to worry looking at this. Actually, this is the Java code which is written for this page, not only for this page, for all the pages. So this is doing the background. So here, pressing on Control F and typing identity view attributes, we'll be getting a line here. See, identity view attributes. So here, see the values: name, first name, last name, email, manager, type. All these 5 attributes we are able to see here, right? So for us to view other attributes, we need to just type here. Like what are the other attributes? You see in the identity mappings, global settings, identity mappings. So whatever the, let me show you clicking on this. So when you click on any identity, here the first field is attribute name. So in which case the attribute name is, in that way only we need to fill in the identity view attributes. See here all are lowercase letters. So now if you see the employee ID, let me click on the employee ID. So employee ID is I capital and rest of all the letters are lowercase. So in the same way we have to fill in the XML editor. So to this configuration, UI configuration, search for identity view, and here you need to fill in this name. See this employee ID, region, location. I have filled all these values. So remember one more time I'm saying, whatever values you type here, it should match the identity attribute name in the identity mappings section. So once you visit identity mappings inside global settings, you can check. See, if you click on the job title, whatever name you give, whether it is in lowercase or uppercase, whatever it may be, in the same way, the same word should be there in the configuration of XML editor. So that you need to take care of. Next, after clicking on save, here you can go to identity warehouse and click on any identity of your wish, and you can check all the identity, the standard attributes and extended attributes all together. You can check the cost center, department, location, region, everything will be there. So this is the after this. So in this way we can configure the UI configuration. This way we have completed the configuration. Next, what we'll be doing here is we need to make sure all the identity mappings are successfully done without leaving anything except the email administrator and software version. These three are not required. So this inactive is also important.
You can click on it and add sources from the HR employees and HR contractors. So why I am focusing on this reactive identity attribute is because it will be helpful for filtering and searching the identities. So now you can go to intelligence drop down, click on advanced analytics. So here, so in this window, in this section, we can filter employees, we can filter contractors based on certain criteria. See, for example, here what we are seeing, we are having such type. Select such type as identity. Next, this is the search criteria. So while identity mapping, if you remember, we have checked boxes for searchable. So all these are the searchable attributes. These are all the searchable attributes which we have done while doing while creating a new identity. While we are creating the new identity attribute. So now click on clear search. Everything will be cleared. Now I want to find out how many employees are there. So let's select here the type is employee. Now let us take a condition stating how many inactive employees are there in the organization. So is inactive, mark it as true and select the type as employee, and to the right you will have the fields to display. So once we click on run search, whatever fields we want to display, we can check the boxes. Like I want to display the department, I want to display the employee ID, I want to display the region of the employee and the username. So now what I want employees who are inactive. Now when I click on run search, see I have two employees who are inactive, and all these uh, all these fields have been come, like the username, department, employee ID, which we selected before. So to go back, you need to click on refine search, and so these are the fields which we want to see, and these are the searchable attributes which we defined earlier. These are the standard attributes. So what if I say like I want the information technology employees who are not inactive. Okay, so this is the condition. I want employees who are not inactive of information technology of IT department, and uh, I can go further ahead by selecting the region. So region, I think I have only one region, Asia Pacific. Let us select Hyderabad here in the location. So these are fields to display. If you want more fields, you may add. So no need to go down because there are so many fields. They are not required right now. Next, click on run search. Let's see. Okay, so from Hyderabad, there are no people who belongs to the IT department. Now let's go to find search and select another location like Mumbai. Click on run search. Okay, Mumbai also there are not there. Okay, let's see. Now click on clear search. Is inactive. Mark it as false. Type employees who are not inactive and whose department belong to information technology. Let's check. Run search. Maybe there are no information technology people. Let's select another department. Let's say engineering. Now let's click on run search. So these are the employee usernames who are not inactive and who belong to the engineering department. Now let's go back, click on refine search, and let's see. I need contractors now. I need contractors who belong to the finance department and who are not inactive, who are active. Who are not inactive means who are active. Now let's take their cost center. Let's take their employee ID and let's take their region and click on run search. See, these are all the people, all the contractors whose employee ID is this. This comes under the contract rating. Region is only one, which is Asia Pacific, and this is the cost center. These are all the cost centers. These are all the usernames. So in this way we can refine, in this way we can filter out a certain number of employees or contractors based on search criteria in the advanced analytics section.